Again, frightened and aroused.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Kotobukiya Transformers Bishoujo Nemesis Prime. So here we are, and there she is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging right up front. Here we have Lady Nemesis Prime, Decepticon symbol there in the background, Decepticon Unicronian Herald Nemesis Prime Limited Edition. And on this side, wrapped up, Bishoujo statue, Transformers, all that good stuff. On this side, we have Nemesis Prime. On this side, we have a Nemesis Prime. Up top, upside down, Transformers, Nemesis Prime, I'm sure that says. On the bottom, words, things, stuff. On the back of the box, we have some obligatory product shots, this and stuff, and the other rollout. And that is basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have Nemesis, Miss Prime, if you're nasty. Do Janet Jackson references land at all in 2024? Probably not, but I'm doing them anyway. It's fine. I'm dating myself. It's fine. It's fine. But anyway, here we have Nemesis Prime in Bishoujo statue form. Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, but EmGo, I thought you don't buy Nemesis Primes, which is true. I have a pretty strict anti-Nemesis Prime policy. But as always, there's an exception to every rule. And since I love this line, I plan on going completist with it, so yeah, I got the Nemesis Prime, so here she is. And I mean, it's just the Optimus Prime statue in Nemesis Prime colors. Just some subtle differences, well, one not so subtle, but there's minor differences, but yeah, here she is. But let's get in close here so we can take a look not at those abs, at the noggin. Whoop, eyes up here. There's the noggin. Focus on the noggin. There's the noggin. You can see very nicely done head sculpt. Nice paintwork for the face. One difference between this and the regular Prime version is she has the evil smirk. The evil smirk going on there. You can see the nice coloration there in the goggles. And again, I love how all the visual cues are still there. You know, like the little buns being, you know, the sides of Prime's head with the little horns and everything being done with her hair and everything. Like, I love how they still got all the visual cues in these statues. Of course, you got the red for the windshield chest. Of course, the Matrix hanging around her neck with some nice coloration there as well. Decepticon symbol there on the shoulder. Well, yeah, again, I mean, it's the same as the Prime, just with some different coloration, just under that Nemesis Prime coloration. Got the stockings there. The boots with the wheels on the sides, which I think is just precious. But again, lovely paintwork. There's even a nice kind of fading effect going on here. In this bit, you can see again, just there's great paintwork going on here. You can see just kind of the shading and the highlights going on in the clothing. They do a really good job with the paintwork and just make the details pop, and they just make everything stand out. You can see it here also, just kind of that light and then kind of goes into the dark. They do a great job. And of course, the base is a nice big old Decepticon symbol with the purple and the gunmetal gray. And more off the back, not too much to talk about. Nemesis booty. And just the back of the jacket there. Again, some nice detail in the hair. All in all, a pretty cool looking statue. Now, articulation-wise, I'm just kidding, it's a statue. It doesn't move, it does nothing. Now, as far as accessories go, that we can talk about it here, we do get an alternate face with the mouth plate, and I'll show you how to swap that out in a bit. And we also get a big old sword. So the regular Prime came with the suitcase that looked like the trailer, but Nemesis Prime comes with the big old transparent red sword. Looks really good. Again, done in all transparent red plastic, but some nice detail in there. It's a pretty large sword, as you can see, but those are our accessories. Now, to get her holding the sword, we need the booty shot for this, I'm sorry, but you have to take the handle off of the sword, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but there is like a notch cut out of the handle right here. You can kind of see it. There you go. And there is a raised piece in the palm of her hand, so you want to make sure that that is lined up. So it's only meant to go in one way, like that. And the post here is also keyed a specific way, so it can only go in one way, which I believe is this way. There we go. And that just plugs right in, and there you go. She is now holding her evil sword. Now, as far as swapping out the face, there's a bit of work we have to do here. First thing we have to do is we have to decapitate her. There we go. We have to rip her head off, and then you're going to remove the goggles here. They just pull right off. Then you want to pull off her bangs, and once you've done that, now we can rip off her face and put in a new face. That just plugs right on, like so. Put her hair back on. Put her goggles back on. And then you can reattach her head to her body. And there you go. And that's probably how I'm going to end up displaying her, because I like the mouth plate look a bit more. It just gives more of that primey vibe. You can see how that looks, and that is quite cool. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here she is with Lady Megs, so you can see how they look together. And here she is with the regular Prime version. So you can see how that works out. And again, for the most part, they are exactly the same. You just have different accessory that she is holding, different paint scheme, different expression in the eyes. This one you have a more neutral expression. Here you have more of the kind of angry eyes going on. So, but molding-wise, it is pretty much the same. But they do look quite good. So, there you go. So there you have Bishoujo Nemesis Prime, and yeah, very cool, very cool. I mean, it's a repaint with some minor differences, but it's still a cool looking statue. I dig this line personally. I'm really liking this line. It's different, it's interesting, and as always, I love different and interesting. But very well done statues, great detailing, great paintwork. These statues are really just fantastic. I personally dig these, and if you don't, that's fine. As always, to each their own. We like what we like, and we don't like what we don't, and that is perfectly okay. But I personally enjoy these. I'm looking forward to the Bumblebee. I have all 3 of the Seeker girls pre-ordered as well, so yeah, I'm going in on this whole set. I dig them, so there you go. Now, I got mine from Entertainment Earth. I'll put a link in the description. I don't know if it's still available, but I'll put a link in the description anyway. You can also get Bishoujo statues from BigBadToyStore.com. As always, linked in the description down below, so you can check that out. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Kotobukiya Transformers Bishoujo Nemesis Prime, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.